In a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains and flowing rivers, lived a young boy named Arman. He was known for being hardworking, but inside he carried a heavy burden, fear of failure. Every time Arman tried something new, a voice inside him whispered, "What if you fail? What if people laugh at you?" And so he often stopped before even starting. One day, an old traveler arrived in the village. His face was wrinkled, but his eyes sparkled with wisdom. The villagers gathered around him, listening to his stories of distant lands and great challenges. Curious, Arman approached him and asked, "Sir, how do people become truly successful?" The old man smiled and said, "Come with me tomorrow morning. I will show you." At dawn, Arman followed the traveler to the edge of a wide river. The water was fast and deep. In front of them stood a broken wooden bridge, half destroyed and unsafe. The old man pointed across the river and said, "On the other side lies a place full of opportunities, but there is no easy way to reach it." Arman frowned. "But the bridge is broken. No one can cross this." The traveler looked at him calmly and said, "Then build it." Arman was shocked. "Build it? Alone? It will take days, maybe weeks." The old man nodded. "Yes, or you can sit here forever and complain that life gave you a broken bridge." At first, Arman hesitated. The river roared loudly, as if mocking him. His fear returned. What if I fall? What if I fail? But then he remembered his own question about success. Taking a deep breath, he picked up a piece of wood and placed it carefully on the broken edge. That was his first step. Days passed. Arman worked under the hot sun, through cold winds, and even during rain. Sometimes the wood slipped. Sometimes he made mistakes and had to start again. Villagers passing by laughed. "Why waste your time? This bridge will never be complete." Their words hurt him deeply. One evening, exhausted and frustrated, Arman threw his tools aside and shouted, "I can't do this anymore!" Just then, the old traveler appeared again. He asked gently, "Why did you start?" Arman replied, "To reach the other side, to find success." The old man said, "Then understand this. Success is not on the other side of the bridge. It is in the courage you build while creating it." Those words hit Arman's heart. The next morning, he returned, not with fear, but with determination. He stopped worrying about how long it would take. He stopped listening to people's doubts. He focused only on one thing, building one plank at a time. Slowly, the bridge began to take shape. One day, a strong storm hit the village. The river became wild, and part of the bridge Arman built was destroyed. Seeing this, Arman fell to his knees. "All my effort gone," he whispered. For a moment, he thought of quitting forever. But then something inside him changed. He stood up, wiped his tears, and said, "If it broke once, I will build it again. Stronger." And this time he worked smarter. He used stronger wood, tied tighter knots, and built with better planning. Weeks later, the bridge was finally complete. Arman stood at the edge, looking at what he had created. His heart was filled not just with pride, but with something deeper, confidence. He took a step, then another, and finally crossed the bridge. On the other side, there were indeed opportunities. New people, new paths, new beginnings. But something surprising happened. Arman smiled and said to himself, "The greatest treasure I found was not here. It was the person I became while building that bridge." Years later, Arman became a successful and respected man. People often asked him, "What is the secret of your success?" He would simply say, "Life will always give you broken bridges, problems, failures, fears." Most people sit and complain, some turn back. But a few choose to build, and those who build become unstoppable.